Hey guys, welcome back. It's Cameron from Desert RC. We got the bug bite on my Desert RC Coyote chassis, class 2, with the Jetco Power Hobby grabber tires. So we're gonna take these out on a little trail run and get them scrubbed in some more. And I'll give you guys kind of an update on how these tires have been for me. So far, I really like them. In the loose dirt, sand, anywhere you have to kind of trail through to get to the rock, the tires load up quite a bit because the lugs are so small and you lose quite a bit of traction that way. My other complaint with these tires so far, using Vanquish impact wheels, something about this tire, it's a very thin walled tire, so when you tighten the rim down on the beadlock ring, it doesn't hold the tire very tight. So if you get in a position where your tires kind of bind for traction, the bead may pop off the rim. So I've had to take the wheel apart. Fortunately on these, it's very easy on the Vanquish impact wheels to pop the bead back in, but we'll see if we have any issues like that today. And we'll kind of give you my opinion on what I think about this tire and what I may do with it in the future. But let's get out on the rocks. So a lot of these obstacles are more geared towards portal axles in my opinion, just because of all the jagged rocks that kind of stick up, but there are some pretty good spots here for straight axle rigs. A lot of steep vertical inclines, which is probably my favorite type of crawl. Try that again. I got a little too side hilly there. This is a really steep obstacle. Oh, and Happy New Year's, guys. There is something I want to talk about. Those of you that do order my product, thank you so much for supporting my small business. It means a ton for me. I just shipped my 4th chassis rail to Australia, or my 4th order that's ever gone to Australia. And to say that I have a product in other parts of the world is pretty humbling. And I'm extremely grateful and thankful to you guys that support me and my product and what I do. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I love. So thank you for that. I do have an upgrade for this on the way. I'll be changing it to a revolver with the Python X ESC because I love it so much. Just to lighten the weight a little bit in the chassis. I think we're at 5 pounds, 8 ounces with this build. If I can get a little more weight out of the chassis, that would put more weight down low onto the axles. Not like I need a performance increase, but get it where you can. Every small little weight shavings makes all the difference. It all adds up after a while. Yeah, like this spot I'm trying to crawl, I'm hanging up on my axles like crazy here. This is definitely a portal rig territory type of place. And that is why I have 2 class 2s, one being a straight axle and one being a portal rig. Just so I can get a feel for the terrain. All right, let's move on. A really sketchy spot. I'll show you guys how sketchy it is. Crazy side hill and incline. Not sure we can get out of this. I did the other day just on a little free ride with my buddy with the RC Speedy, but that's four-wheel steer. I can put the rear where I want it, so I gotta work at it a little bit more with this guy. Can't really shake the tires loose either because those grabber pin tires are hooking pretty good. You can see how bound up that tire is in the rear. It'll probably pop off the bead at some point. So I'm gonna have to find some different wheels for these tires, I believe. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my videos aren't really for the type of people with short attention spans. Like, you need to have patience to sit through and enjoy the crawl. So I like to take my time with obstacles to show that it's possible to excel through it. There we go, now we got the rears fully over. Come up here, work your way upside that, transfer over to here, and it has to be class 2 drag axle. Split this crack here and then work your way up that. Not easy to do. there you have it. Just like I mentioned, the tire likes to pop out of the bead. I think I'm gonna have to take these tires off of these rims and put them on something else, but for the most part, I had this thing in some pretty nasty binds. I've had them come out while doing less, so they held up pretty well, but if I'm gonna be comping these tires, I need them to be secured to a good fit rim. But my thoughts on these tires, they're great. They're a really good tire for just the rock. They're pretty grippy. It's a really good soft compound. The lugs are hard enough to where they don't just roll over immediately. But you're not gonna get that fight and bite like you are with a Maxxis Trepador or a BFG crawler. As far as class 2 legal, there's really no way of beating a crawler, a BFG crawler, either Predator or G8 compound. It's just such a good tire. You'll notice with these tires, when you reach your traction limit, there's no bite for traction. It just continues to spin. Then you have to use acceleration to get up the obstacle. With the BFG crawler, you can sit there and let the tire just rotate over and over and over, and you can watch the lugs grab or slip and just kind of propel you inch by inch more and more forward. But that's my opinion with these tires. They're good for what they are. Straight rock, definitely worth owning a set. But I'll catch you guys next week. Happy holidays.